Morning, Steve Ray in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, the coronavirus continues to grab the headlines that affect prices of commodities and equities and energies. Overnight, stock market continued to follow through from yesterday's record higher trade, again because of the central banks pledging that they will work to lower interest rates to stimulate economies to combat anything that the virus may cause as far as drop in consumer buying or drop in economies. Stock market, though, now has turned a little bit lower. There's continued to see a spread of the virus. There's right now 91,000 cases and 3,100 deaths. And so it also continues to spread here in the United States in the certain states that have been affected, like Washington, Illinois, and New York, and even down in Texas. So we have to kind of watch for any clusters that might show up here. Yesterday's stock rally was led by food companies. People over the weekend stocking up for things like soup. Costco had a big jump in stock market as people came in and stockpiled for 2 weeks that the government recommended for preparing for the spread of this virus. You know, a lot of people feel that that the virus will be like any flu virus, except it is a little stronger in that the season is December to March, and that tends to peak in February. So we hope that that is an issue that will help mitigate the concerns of the virus. We also heard this morning that scientists are saying that maybe 85% of vaccine that they made for SARS might help the coronavirus. So we'll see if that also helps. Certainly there is talk amongst major New York banks that they have a vaccine, and right now they're trying to find volunteers to test the vaccine on, and that they will have something by the flu season that starts in December of 2020. We also note that there's concentrated efforts to try to make sure that public places like airports and things like that are cleaned, but it's best for people to wash their hands constantly during the day if they have exposure to areas like this. For the grains, we were up last night. We've kind of fallen back a little bit with May beans up a penny, corn up 3 cents, and wheat still up about a penny. Again, a lot of the grain consultants and analysts feel that put aside the coronavirus, we're still looking in corn big crops in 2020 and maybe slower export demand. Our weekly exports in corn are running about 45% down from last year, with USDA is forecasting a 16% decline. So the corn market could find resistance at this 380, 385 area, and that might be the best we can do for 2020 if there's no weather issues. As far as the beans are concerned, again, we could pop up to 920 on the May because of what's going on as far as Argentina's dryness, and the fact their crush may not be as big. Our January U.S. soybean crush was a record 189 million bushels. But again, domestic corn and soybean basis levels are very firm because of the lack of farmers selling, and that really we haven't got a price in the futures, plus cash or minus cash, that farmers are willing to sell at this point, especially with the MFP payments that are helping farmers reduce some of their marketing and delay some of their marketing plans. In wheat, again, it's seasonally this time of year in which favorable crop conditions in the U.S. Southern Plains, Europe, the Black Sea, even rains in Australia is offering resistance to the wheat market over the market. Bottom line is that, again, when we look at demand side of things, China needs to come in and buy U.S. ag goods to support prices. Supposedly importers in China have asked for licenses and have been approved for licenses to come in and buy U.S. ag goods, but we don't know when they're going to buy, what they're going to buy, and how much they're going to buy. But that will be a key on the grain prices over the next, let's say, 2 weeks. South America, Brazil weather is good. Brazil's talking about a record soybean crop, 125 million tons, and a corn crop of 100 million tons. Argentina is dry, but people are still looking for somewhere between 54 and 53 million tons of beans. 69% of the crop is rated good to excellent versus 71 last week. In the corn, people are looking at 49 to 50 million tons, and 28% of the crop is mature, and the crop is rated 59% good to excellent versus 61 last week. So again, funds right now, long about 27 wheat, short 114 corn, short 60 beans, short 50 meal, and long about 11,000 oil going into the U.S. Growing season. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day.